When I got the papers yesterday. I got the papers yesterday in the mail. Signed at 7 a.m. today, and then just did a mock signing
Where'd you do it at? Just
in my house.
in your house?
Just table.
Anybody with you, or?
My mom, stepdad. That's it.
Cool.
Gotta imagine big sense of relief. I'm sure the recruiting process was fun, but having the finality of knowing, okay, it's over, it's got to be nice.
For sure. Yeah, it's definitely nice. It was a long, hard process with just everything that goes into it. Everybody hating. I mean, it is what it is. Can't focus on it, but it's always gonna happen.
What'd you do as soon as you got done signing it? Just what was that moment like when it's officially done there?
It felt really good. I told the coaches, sent the pictures to the coaches, and they were fired up. And then I'm not gonna lie, I went back to bed. And then my bad.
You're good.
And then got up and came here and did it again. And it feels just as special.
Would you send them pictures of just the letters?
Just the papers.
signed?
Yep,
Cool.
the letters.
What have the past 72 hours been like since kind of word started creeping out like this could be a change for you, I guess?
It's been crazy. I don't even know what to say about it. I mean, everybody's seen it. Everybody's been texting me. I mean, everybody has their own opinion about it, but I just got to do me.
What ultimately, I guess, goes into that decision? Obviously, doing what's best for you. Is there anything specific, about obviously it's Alabama. Anyone who
for
knows
sure.
football, it's Alabama.
I just felt like when I was going to Iowa, when I was committed, I felt like I was settling and I was just comfortable for what I had known with all the people and the coaches there, and I really didn't make my decision correctly. And 6-7 months later, before signing day, that's when I went down there and I got to see everything that was laid out for me, and I just thought it was a better opportunity for me. It's not about the money, because if people knew about the money situation, then they wouldn't be talking about it, But I want to go play football at a prestigious school. A lot of competition down there, and ultimately going to make me better.
When did it hit you that like, okay, I gotta look somewhere else? Or was it that Alabama emerged, or was it that Iowa just didn't seem like the right fit?
It's a little bit of both. Iowa obviously having a bad season. I'm not saying that's why I'm not going to go there, because I would obviously love to make a school better and pour my heart into it. But Alabama was persistent. They kept going, and I started believing in it, and that's when it truly came out.
How persistent? I know they had offered you even before you had committed to Iowa. Just how would you describe what they did to stay in on you?
Just checking in on me and my family, and coaches that check in on my family is definitely something important, because that's when it's real, it's genuine, and yeah, that's it.
SEC football, is there a team that you think about, that you've watched over the years that you're kind of excited to circle on the calendar, like I can't wait to play here or there, outside of Alabama being at home?
Just really excited to play a lot of good SEC teams at home and on the road, because those stadiums have over 100,000 people in them. It's going to be a great environment, great place to play in, and just electric.
When did I think Coach Saban came out here at one point, right? When did he go?
Came about a month ago or so, like one of the first days that they could come out when recruiting was open.
What was the final straw that made you say, this is the place for me? I guess what clinched it?
Just knowing that, in my head I felt, comfortable, and I thought I was settling at Iowa. And when I went down there, I seen like all the guys are as big as me, and have the same mindset as me, and work like me. And that's just what I wanted to do. I don't want to come into the school and everybody thinks that, I'm one of the best players there already. Like, I want to grow. That's not how I grow. I got to get hit in the mouth before I can grow. And I think, getting hit in the mouth is that competition down there.
What was that conversation like with the Iowa coaches once you made your decision?
It was tough, but I don't know. It's definitely tough when you tell a coach that you're not going to that school anymore, and obviously decommitting from a school and telling them that you're not going to go to the school anymore is definitely heartbreaking for me and definitely for my family. But everybody understands.
Who did you reach out to, and when did you reach out to them at Iowa about moving on?
I reached out to them, I think about a week ago, and just let them know that I was feeling a little different about my decision, and just chose to decommit right there because if it doesn't feel right, then it's not right.
How much did your family help you out during this process, especially late when you talked about stuff going on social media and all that stuff?
Just the views that they have over the years, definitely helped me because I've had two dads that have went through recruiting processes and have shown me stuff, and Xavier, he's talked to me about everything, and just the players and the coaches, just the views that they have really helped me out.
You mentioned Iowa's struggles a little bit this season. How much was that a factor?
Not really a big factor. Like I was saying, like that's not the reason why I decommitted. I would love to go in and change the program and do all that, but like I was saying, I felt like I was settling, just because I knew everybody, and it would have been easy for me to, just know everybody in there.
Obviously, the big question was NIL. How much did it factor in, and just what kind of package was Alabama able to offer you?
Like I was saying earlier, like if people really knew about that situation, then they wouldn't have been talking about that, calling me a snake and a traitor and stuff like that. Because reality is, I'm not getting paid that much as Iowa was going to give me. So people didn't know that, but everybody has opinions.
Do you want to say how much?
I don't want to say how much, but I don't know. Yeah, I don't want to say how much. Yeah.
How hard
Had
is
to
it,
ask.
How hard is it to have people you don't know judge you and see those things? It probably helps you grow up too.
So you're set to
discard
definitely.
that.
Yeah, definitely. Like it made me feel bad a little bit, but I can't tune into that stuff. It's just mind blowing that 40-year-old, 50-year-olds like just calling me the P word and saying F you, I'm gonna go to hell and stuff like that, and it's just crazy to hear. But I don't give into that stuff because if they were truly an Iowa fan, then they wouldn't have been talking about that, and they would have been happy for me to be going down to Alabama and representing the state of Iowa.
Was there anyone else that was in on you as you were changing your mind, or after you decommitted, or was it always Iowa or Alabama?
It's been Oregon too, with that in-home visit and that official visit a couple months ago, and yes, that's really cool.
Is it true Dion came out here?
No,
To see you?
he did not. I don't know why people be saying that, but it's just an attention grabber. But he wasn't here. No.
Was that appealing at all to Coach Brown?
Not really. I know Coach Prime, one of the greatest football players of all time, but I'm not knocking the coaches and stuff like that, but just they came in so late that I really didn't think about it.
What are your goals once? First off, you're gonna early enroll, right? When do you get there, and then what are your goals right out of the gate?
Well, obviously, I want to make a name for myself and start my freshman year. I want to be a freshman All-American and do all that stuff and just go out there and kill it, day by day, week by week.
When do you get there?
Get there January 10th.
What has Coach Saban, I guess, told you about your playing chances next year, or maybe your path to the pros?
See, it would be crazy for me to say that it's not going to be easier to start at Alabama, but I'm saying that they have less guys than Iowa. So seeing that they have one left tackle that's leaving after the bowl game and stuff like that, then it kind of raises some attention to me, and I'll be competing with guys my same age, that went there as freshmen. So I think I can do this, and I believe in myself.
When do you get there? You said
January 10th.
okay.
You've worn black and gold your whole life. What's this crimson feel like on you right now?
It feels good. It's definitely different, but you got to do what's best for you, and you got to step out your comfort zone, and just do what you got to do.
What was it like having Coach Saban at your house?
It was definitely a fun experience. Not too many people get to have that experience and talk to one of the greatest coaches of all time. So it's just a blessing where I'm at in this position. Just a blessing that I get to talk to Coach Saban.
You wear all his national championship rings?
No, he did not. He did. Thing I like about him, he keeps it in his office, and really doesn't really wear them. So just I think it's kind of like we want more. You want more, and you store it back, and